Welcome to another tip of the week, and today I'm going to talk about FTP clients and what you have to do to load your website to the server. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so once you have a hosting service, right, a server to host your website, you need to load your files to your server. So let's pretend you have any kind of website of hosting service. I'm not going to specify hosting service because each country has theirs and stuff like that. But once you have, most servers have that cPanel that you can control stuff, and they even have the file manager. But with the file manager, you have to upload each file. And if you remember from when you're creating your websites, you created your website with your index page, and you have folders, and maybe you have CSS here, and you have images. And in my case, for instance, since I created with PHP, I also have other PHP code and stuff like that. And what I need to do for this website now that was working on my computer to work online, to be live, is upload all these files exactly how they are with this structure, mirroring this structure to my web server. So how am I going to do that? If I have to upload file by file, if I have to create the folders again, that's a lot of work. Well, there are FTP clients that make that easy, and I like them because they're very visual. You can also use FTP to upload through the terminal, but I enjoy, because I'm started with advertising and came from a graphical scene and then became a programmer, I enjoy the visual clients better. So the one I use is CoreFTP, and this is a very good software, but it's not the only one. But you can see this is very visual, and it's very something that you use in your computers, because here you have a file explorer on both sides, one on the left side and one on the right side. And the difference is the one on the left side is your computer. So you can already see that I'm already here in my folder, in the same folder I was down here, right? And I already have my folders here. And then I have on the right side what would be the server. For that, I need to connect. And your web service, your hosting service that you're going to hire, is going to give you the information of the FTP to connect. You're probably going to have to create FTP accounts with a username and a password. And what you're going to click here and connect, and you're going to provide that information, the host, the IP, the FTP IP that they give you, the username they give you, the password they give you. Usually this information of port, timeout, retries, this gets made automatic. And if there's something different, your web service will tell you. But usually this, you'll choose FTP here, and this will be filled in automatically the first time you connect. You don't actually have to worry about that. If there's something different in the settings, your hosting service will tell you. And usually some hosting services even let you download a file with the settings that can be imported here to your FTP client and already bring all this information and very easily. So that's a possibility. You connect, and you'll see here that mine is going to connect to the root of my hosting service, which is really, if you have access to all the files, not all hosting services allow you to see all the files. Sometimes some already only allow the FTP to connect directly to what's called the www file, or the public HTML file, which is where your websites will be stored. In my case, I'm connecting directly to that one, so you don't see the other files that have everything else in the server. But this is the root file of my web server. Since I have more than one website connected to my hosting service, you see here that I have several folders with those websites. And I have my website also loaded to this first root folder, because that's the main one. That's the main domain connected to my hosting service will come look for the index page here in the root folder, and the other domains will go look in their specific folders. So I'm going to come here to this one, this one is the correct one here, and you'll see that I have all my folders. I don't have all my folders here. Okay, I have these this file and these two folders, because this one that has a space, your folders and your file names can never have spaces on the server. This one that has a space is one that I do on purpose, where I put all the junk that I don't want to upload, so that I remember that I don't want to upload. And this idea is for my PHP Storm, is a folder that PHP Storm creates, so I don't have to upload these two, but I select them and then I click on this button, upload, and then all my files will upload with this sequence. And you already see here that I have a mirror of that here. And I have this CGI bean, that is one that my server, my hosting service creates for logging errors, okay? But you see that I have the mirror. And this is a very easy way to upload lots of files very easily. And there are several FTP clients right out there that are really good. Some IDEs even come with their own FTP client integrated. But the two I recommend are FileZilla and CoreFTP. They are two that have free versions, and they're really good and very easy to use. And that's all you need to be able to connect to your server and to upload your files, and in a very easy way, okay? And in a very visual way, which is something I like. So I recommend those. And this video was for beginners, and I hope this helped. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to check out my courses, and see you next week.